What's up, everybody? This is Gomez, a comic collector. I'm coming out with the. I was watching a YouTube channel, trying to keep updated, just trying to figure out, with all the situation going on right now. I figured I'd just watch some YouTube and watch some videos, and I come across a 64-page special. He was doing, he does a lot of contest entries, and I don't really do much. I stopped that a little bit. I might jump back on it maybe later down the line, but what can I say? I was going through the comic collector videos, a few videos, and I subbed him up. I let him know he subbed me a while ago, but he did like this video. I guess he did this video. He got it through somebody, and he was doing this video like how big of a comic nerd are you test, I guess. And so much of I'm gonna explain to you guys a few stories of mine across the way. I was gonna showcase some books, but just to show you guys how much of a nerd I am. And if you want to do this, go ahead and do it. Follow him. I'll leave a link below to explain, or show you where you can go to when he talks about this. And he has a list of I believe 25 questions. And I figured I got nothing else to do but kill time, so I figured I'll do this video. Hopefully it's not that long. But I'm gonna go through the questions, and at the end I'm gonna tell you my points and tell you how much points I got through 25 questions. Each question is a point. And the first question is: have you ever nitpicked a book over condition? No, I'll say no, because in my PC I'm all about getting the high-end 9/8, whatever. Just for instance, when I got this book the other day, I'm not. It's probably like a mid-grade, but I'm happy to have it in my PC. Every time I see Hulks, or when I see Hulks at Silver Age books, I'll pick them up if they're a reasonable price. So I'm not really picky of getting the high-grade books. I do get books graded, but I'm not really big on getting the high 9/8, 9. It's mostly for my PC. I don't really sell value a lot of my slabs, so no, I don't. Have you ever sniped someone on eBay? Yes, I have, many a times. I'm an eBay seller. I'm easy seller, my bad. eBay buyer, and sell some things, but not really a seller that big. But I do snipe a few people on eBay. Doing eBay, we used to doing auctions back before they had a little 30-second time lag or whatever. You can't snipe no more. They don't let you do that. So now eBay is where I snipe. A lot of times I wait till the last few seconds. Have you ever paid over $100 for a book? Yes, I paid a couple slabs I have up there for I think a little over 100, and some raw books that were right $100. I tend to just get them, especially when you buy the high-end books for that price. You gotta make sure those are crisp and clean condition. So yeah, I'm not nitpicky when it comes to condition when I'm purchasing, like you said, like a dollar bin books or like a half-price books. I'll pick them up just to have them on my PC, especially if they're readable books that I want to collect. Fourth question is: have you ever complained about specs or flippers or speculations? Yeah, I have. Yes, I'll say yes. A little bit more yes, because I don't like the fact that a book that has not released yet already going for 3 times its market value or its price range. For us consumers, or me as a reader that likes to read comics and don't buy multiples of certain comics, especially if they're hot, I like to just get one for myself, the cover if I can. I'm not really, as a flippers, you do what you can to get money on the side. I praise flippers. I know a few flippers in the community, and that's what auctions are for. That's what flippers on eBay are for, to make money. You gotta make money to collect comics, especially if you try to not use credit and use cash. Sometimes the question later down the line is buy multiples. I buy multiples to maybe have to flip one in the future. I don't know. I don't like to sell books, but if I have to make it for something extra that I want to get without using my income, of course I'll flip and try to make money to collect what I want to collect in my collection. Fifth question: have you ever given or received a comic as a gift? Yes, I have. I have gotten an AOK from a few people, extra comics thrown in for what I purchased through them. We've done trade-offs. Do trade-off with Joker, Pope Cerebus, Joker from Pope Cerebus. I've gotten numerous of comics. I did trades from Alfred 83. What was the guy? He hasn't done videos in a while off the top of my head, but it's I think it's Gary. I forgot his name off the top of my head. It's been a while. Scratch that if I can't figure it out, but it is what it is. But I've done numerous trades, numerous of gifts I've received. I've received a couple gifts from a few people on the YouTube community. I've been around for a few years now. Have you ever, as an adult, has you ever decorated your house or comics? As you can see in the back, I decorate my room. This is my comic room. I do decorate it. I have a little more work to do, but I'm happy from where it's at right now. But I do decorate comic related and stuff. So here you can see, if you see right there, that's my daughter's artwork. She did the painting and the drawing freehanded. So I keep that up there. I'm a big It fan, so I like the character. Question number 7. Have you ever skipped work to read or buy comics? I've never called in sick to go to anywhere. No, but yes, I want to say yes, because I go on my lunch hours. I used to spend about an hour and a half, an hour and 20 minutes going to a couple comic shops to grab what I wanted to get and grab books that were hot, because I wanted to get them before I had to go to the secondary market to purchase them. So yeah, I have skipped work and left a little early from lunch and come back a little late. But I have my reasons and my issues, but my things. But my crew knew exactly how I was on Wednesdays. Have you ever paid to go to a con? Yes, I have. I have paid to go con a few cons. I want to get stuff signed by artists, or jump into the bins and all that stuff. So yeah, I have. Have you ever paid to get an autograph or photo sketch? I never did a photo sketch, but if you want to talk getting sketched out in the sidebar like Great America or something, yes, I have. But if I autographed, I did get some autographed by Greg Horn a couple years back. Me and my wife, we went to it was a San Francisco con, and I did get some stuff. I still enjoy Greg Horn's artwork, so I go to him with a few books. Got them CBCS Witness. So yes, I did have done that before. Have you ever bought multiple comics of one book? Yes, I have bought multiple comics of one book. Multiple stories like Infinite Wars. Anything I see that's a classic read or something that I enjoy reading, I'll grab multiples, because I think one time the comic collector, he said that he gifts somebody that was really into a certain character or a certain team or whatever. And I think having multiples gives the opportunity to have someone who has not read the book, which I have given, like the Long Halloween and the Dark Knight Returns. I've had multiples of trades of that, and I've given them away to people so they could read an actual good book. I'm not saying there's not a lot out there, but there is. But those are books that partake to me and what I read that really touched me as a collector, as a reader. And some runs I have multiples too, just because there might be a person that wants to read something, and I'll give them like a 6-part miniseries or 12-part mission they can have, so they can remember that they got this from somebody. Let's see, that was question. I think number 10. Number 11 kind of, have you ever bought multiple covers of a book? Yes, I have. Every time I purchase something on a website or something, I always bought 2. I don't know, it was just my pet peeve. I would buy 2. And Stephanie Hans did the Captain Marvel. I bought 2 of those. When Francisco Martina did this Superman #1, I think it was like one of the main characters in the issue. Before I read it, yeah, I bought 2. And then I bought another, was it Natalie Sanders, G.I. Joe? I think it was 248. She did a sick-ass women cover of G.I. Joe, the first woman G.I. Joe, and around that area. And I bought multiples of that cover. So every time I buy something, I always buy something in twin packs, just to have, and just in case I want to trade or something in the future. I have some books that I'm willing to partake, that I still have in my PC, that are able to give out doubles. Have you ever complained about downsizing your collection? Every day? Every day. I try to say I'm going to minimize some stuff, and then what happens is I end up buying more comics. I end up purchasing more than I should, but I enjoy this comic collecting, and I can't stop. It's an addiction that I love and truly enjoy, that won't harm me, but it may harm me, financially wise, but you also got to be smart collecting. So I think that me buying what I buy because I'm smart about my money, make sure all the bills and food and everything's first. Then I buy what I feel like is in my range at the time of purchase. So yeah, so I complain about downsizing sometimes, but at the end of it, I'm just happy collecting and keep collecting. Have you ever sent a book for grading? I have not personally, but I'll say yes, and then yes to the other ones. Yes to all the other ones I said. Sorry, I didn't say yes to a lot of them, but I do say yes. I have a friend of mine that we both do our books and have a few books at times. I haven't done any last year, but the year prior did about 10 to 12. This year I'm planning on to do, once everything goes, probably about 5 to 10. But yeah, I always like to have my stuff graded if possible, not in a rush. Have you ever paid to get clean and pressed? No. No, because I have a person that can help me out without charging. I do give them some books alongside, so I don't pay. I just give them books in exchange. So it's almost like I pay for the books, but I say no because I never personally had to pay somebody to get pressed and clean. Question number 15. Have you chased after a store exclusive conventions? Store exclusives, yes, I have. I've chased. I say yes because when a couple came out, I did buy them right when they released. I know that before they're sell out. I can't remember quite which ones. It's been a while since I did it, but I have done it. Now Sanders was one of them that I bought right when it got released. That G.I. Joe talked about. Have you ever traded comics? Yes, I have. That goes to an A-OK, a trade, or somebody wanted something and I wanted something in return, and they'll give me some books. I'll throw some books. I actually did a trade. If we watched Pope Cerebus the first, I did actually give him some books that he was looking for that he couldn't find, and I was able to give him the books that he wanted that he couldn't find out there in the wild. In return, I don't know what I'm going to get. We're still in conversation, but I'm happy to give him that. Question number 17 is, have you ever stood in line and walked to get tickets or movie tickets or premieres? Yes, I have. I've watched Black Panther and The Last Avengers. Those two, me and my wife and my daughter, I believe, watched those two movies. Were comic related to a premiere that was on Thursday. Fast and Furious, before Paul Walker passed away. That was another one that we bought. Stood in line for the night before Friday that it came out because my wife was big on Fast and Furious, so we did do that. Another one was what is it called? The Twilight. My wife was a big fan, and my sister-in-law. So I took both of them to the last two that came out years ago. So yeah, I have done it. Have you ever gotten into a fight about comics? I don't think an argument. I'm argument outside of like comic stores and all that stuff. No, I've had people who had doubles of comics in their hand and it was out and I wanted it. They'd give me a copy and I did that for return. I think it was I won't say the Ice Cream Man Image issue number 1. I got the A and B and I got 2 B covers. Some guy who came up noticed that the B cover was gone. I had it in my hand before I purchased. Gave him the B cover. I wasn't gonna flip it. I always like to have, like I said, doubles in case of trades in the future. But I was happy to give it to him because I feel like it comes around, goes around. I remember I can't remember, it was Oliver, Ben Oliver, I believe so. He did a Catwoman, and I only had one in my hand. I wanted 2, and since I had 3, and they issued me 2 for a customer, so I grabbed one of his. He was so cool with it, but I was able to get 2 copies of that, and later on got another one for like 20% off the cover. So you just gotta be patient when it comes to collecting. Have you ever? So I got in the fight. Yeah, I have arguments. Sorry about that on some chats, but nothing crazy. Just minor things. Have you ever trolled online? I say no. I never troll online. I usually make myself present when I'm there. For 5 or 10 minutes, I'll listen to it and I'll jump in, but I will never troll. Have you ever dressed up as an adult, as a comic character? Yes. Halloween. I did that Halloween with my daughter. My daughter was like a Batgirl type of pinkish Batgirl, and I was Batman. And I trolled around with her. She was probably like around 8, and I was probably like my mid-20s or late 20s. I said, you know what, I'm gonna go. So I dressed up as Batman. She dressed up as, and I went with her trick or treating, and I enjoy doing that. I wish I could have that back. She's getting older now, but you know. If I have kids in the future, I'll still dress up. I enjoy dressing up. That's one of my favorite holidays. As you can see with the clowns in the background, I enjoy that holiday. So yes. Have you ever lied about comic? Here's a. So yeah. So question number 20. So the 21 was that. So I'm like, yeah, yes. 20. Sorry about that. Was, have you ever lied about comic collecting? I say no. Anybody I talk to, I'll talk to them, and a girl, guy, don't give a fuck. Whoever it is, I just tell them, you know what, I collect comics. I'm a big comic collector. The good thing about telling them that, though, is you never know if they have a collection or they know someone that's trying to get rid of comics. and they know that you collect comics, so they'll reach out to you. Either they want to know if anything's hot, which I've done before, or if they want to get rid of a collection. You never know, you can find some gems. So word of mouth spreads. So that's one big reason why I tell them, because you never know if they're trying to get rid of something. So I tell, I don't care how good looking the woman is. I don't give a shit, man. I just tell them straight up. I don't like to lie for nothing. It is what it is, baby. Question number 22. Have you ever flipped a spec book? Yes, I have. The one I have is the first appearance of Cosmic Ghost Rider. The one in 25. I bought 2 of them. I sold one for a way higher price than I purchased. But I did that to buy some stuff for my daughter and for my wife during Christmas time. I didn't want to use my extra money I had. I figured this was a time to sell, to try to make some extra money, and I sold the comic, made the money, and instead of buying Grail or anything, I gave back and bought some stuff for my wife and bought some stuff for my daughter. So yeah, I have flipped the book. For positive reasons. Have you ever bought a figure statue? Yes, I have. I bought figures and statues, pop figures. I bought stuff from my brother. I bought stuff that relevant, something that I like as a comic collector, as a collector of heroes and villains. I'll buy stuff. I buy sketches. I buy so yes, I have. Question number 24. Have you ever cried or about a comic or angry over reading it? Yeah, I have. I've cried. No, I say yes. I have been angry about a book that I really wanted more about, but I couldn't. We stand on guard. I think that came out years ago. That's one of the books that touched me as reading it. Fell through the character, and then when it ended where I was just like, "Are you serious?" But you knew it was coming. But yeah, that was a book that I had that really touched me in my mind. And 2025. Any comic related tattoos? I say no. Don't. But if I ever got one, I'll probably get Spawn. Spawn kind of relevant towards where I live with my wife, my daughter, and he had a daughter. So it just spawned kind of like what I grew up reading. And I know this is about 17 minutes long. But if you want to do it, go ahead and do it, man. I just did this just to give out kind of like a point of view of what I collect and what my thoughts are when collecting. If I am, my total points, by the way, were 20 points total. So that's not that bad, but I am a comic. I guess I'm a comic nerd when it comes to comics. I enjoy collecting comics, reading comics, buying hot covers at times, variants, special keys, Silver Age books. I'm well-rounded when it comes to aspect of collecting. I try to get what I can that I want to read and get what I can that I can collect at a reasonable price. I'm a dollar bin naira, but not as much. I do try to find books at reasonable price, though. I won't go crazy on the price. But this is Gomez, Comic Collector, signing out. Thanking you guys if you watched this whole damn thing. I appreciate it. But just a little thing inside of me, how I am as a collector and a collecting test. And thank you, the Comic Collector, for putting this out. Made me, inspired me to do this video. Like I said, I'll leave a link below just so you can check out how he did his. And if you want to do it, man. And then tag me on it if you can. Appreciate it. Comment below, like, subscribe, all that shit. Peace.